G'day folks, I'm Swiftjar and I hope you're all doing very well.
Hello!
There is not much better in life than selecting your favourite Super Mario Universe character in a racing game and then destroying your friend's ego. Even if you are kind of like me and are normally the one on the receiving end of the humblings, it's still a bunch of fun no matter what. The Mario Kart franchise has been around since 1992. Since then, there have been tons of Mario Kart games, with each of them being host to several unique tracks. As you can probably tell from my YouTube channel, for me, the tracks are the star of the Mario Kart show. Each track contains its own theme and gimmick that have proven to stand the test of time. I still find myself having a bunch of fun getting blue shelled right at the end of the race, and that's thanks to the wide assortment of amazing tracks I get to do it on. Like, how can you possibly get mad from going first attempt in the last second of a race? Especially with KK Slider playing his guitar for you on the sidelines. You know what, I think I might even just stay here and just watch the KK show. As a Mario Kart YouTuber, I tend to get asked a lot which Mario Kart tracks are my favourite of the bunch. So today, let's go ahead and answer that by counting down my top 10 favourite tracks from the Mario Kart series. If you would like to skip to a certain part of the video, or want to be part of the giveaway at the end, please check the description or the pinned comment below. This is where the fun begins. Number 10, Coconut Mole. Coconut Mole debuted in Mario Kart Wii and has since been remade in Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart Tour, and of course in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This placement of Coconut Mole is directly referencing Coconut Mole on the Nintendo Wii, releasing back in 2008. Not only is the music an absolute bop, it's set in a shopping centre located on Isle Delfino. Yep, frickin' Isle Delfino. The track is vibrant and full of life, but what makes it stand out to me is that there are several paths to take at almost every part of the track, making every race feel unique and memorable. In particular, the entire course has 2 levels to it, meaning you can take either one depending on how the race is panning out. Coconut Mole has you racing through the mall, tricking off fountains, racing through the parking lot, and even going into some stores for shortcuts. This course is just filled with so much life, especially if you have your own Miis registered on your Wii, as they will be driving cars and appear in various posters throughout the entire mall. It goes without saying, Coconut Mole is a fan favourite track, and rightfully so. It's just simply downright delightful. Number 9, Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion debuted in Mario Kart DS back in 2005, and has since been remade in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Tour. This placement of Luigi's Mansion is directly related to Mario Kart DS. Luigi's Mansion is a haunted themed track. As per its name and convention, it is based off the original Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube. Luigi's Mansion has you racing through the gigantic, dark green haunted mansion and even the spooky forest with its graveyard. Much like the game, it is set at night and during a thunderstorm. The thunderstorm and rain have even affected part of the track's layout, with mud making parts of the course slippery. Being a huge fan of the original Luigi's Mansion on the GameCube, this track provided me with further insight into Luigi's Mansion. It allowed me to explore the mansion and its surroundings in a lot more greater detail. In particular, I loved entering the mansion and seeing the portrait ghosts in frames on the wall. The creepy atmosphere, music, and unique course obstacles make this course extremely memorable. I love the moving trees and the dropping chandelier inside the mansion. They just fit this track perfectly. The overall atmosphere and nostalgia from Luigi's Mansion makes it my favourite haunted track from the Mario Kart series. Number 8, DK Mountain. DK Mountain debuted in Mario Kart Double Dash back in 2003. It has since been remade for Mario Kart Wii. This placement of DK Mountain is directly referencing both Mario Kart Double Dash and the Wii's variant. This is because they are both fantastic. This track is just a blast to race on. We're literally racing along 2 volcanoes in the middle of the jungle. How impressive. The highlight of this course for me is being shot from a barrel cannon to the top of an active volcano. Plummeting down the mountain while avoiding boulders and taking several curly paths is just as fun. Drifting here can be relatively difficult, but it's all part of the fun. DK Mountain is just an overall really good track, but I'm slightly concerned on how this passes safety protocols. Number 7, Baby Park. Baby Park debuted in Mario Kart Double Dash back in 2003, and it has since been remade in Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Tour, and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This placement of Baby Park is directly referencing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's variant. From my experience, people either love or hate Baby Park, and honestly, I can see why. Baby Park is the shortest track in Mario Kart history. It doesn't matter how good you are at Mario Kart, Baby Park is that one track that anyone can truly win at. There are 7 chaotic laps, with each lap taking about 10 seconds to complete. It is a complete item death trap. As the name implies, the course takes place in an amusement park, and even has a roller coaster running through the track. Baby Park is intense. Adding to the intensity with every lap, the already chaotic music gets faster and faster and even faster. It really does make you feel like you're going faster. I love Mario Kart Deluxe's version of Baby Park the most. I believe it takes Double Dash's version and improves upon it. Firstly, the updated graphics are a clear improvement on the original, and I love how the race course is now slanted, making it entirely an anti-gravity track. I really do love the background of this course as well. It really does its job at making you feel like you're at an amusement park. In my opinion, Baby Park perfectly encapsulates the true and utter chaos of Mario Kart. For that, I love it. Number 6, Daisy Cruiser. Daisy Cruiser debuted in Mario Kart Double Dash back in 2003. It has since been remade in Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart Tour. This placement of Daisy Cruiser is directly referencing Mario Kart Double Dash's variant. If you didn't think Mario Kart could get any more wackier, they put a racetrack on a cruise ship, and it's freaking excellent. Daisy Cruiser is extremely charming and contains minor details throughout the entire course, which is downright fabulous. Daisy Cruiser properly sells this game well. You even get to see this track in other tracks from Double Dash, including Yoshi's Circuit and Peach Beach. This track contains all the elements you can think of that would be present on a cruise ship, from a pool to a dining hall to an engine room, and heck, even design elements such as banners and unique floor patterns. The only thing surrounding the ship is the beautiful blue water, which is why it's extremely nice to see the Piantas as passengers on the cruise ship, making this feel like a real cruise atmosphere-wise. What stands out to me for Daisy Cruiser is that the devs put in the work to make this entire course feel like we're actually on water, with the cruise ship slightly tilting as we go over waves. We can see this from the tables sliding around in the dining section. Thankfully though, the devs included lifeboats in case needed. Number 5, Delfino Square. Delfino Square debuted in Mario Kart DS back in 2005. It has since been remade in Mario Kart Wii. This placement of Delfino Square is directly referencing both Mario Kart DS's variant and the Wii. This is because they are both terrific. As per its naming convention, Delfino Square is heavily inspired from Super Mario Sunshine's Isle Delfino. Of course, with a track that's inspired from Isle Delfino, we get lots of Piantas which can be seen everywhere cheering on the race. Much like Luigi's Mansion, I loved this track as a kid. Being a big fan of Super Mario Sunshine, this track provided me with further insight to Island Delfino and all its surroundings. This track takes place in part of the plaza and a pier. It contains a very appetizing beachy color palette. I especially love all the tight corners and secret shortcuts within this track. For me, Delfino Square feels a lot less linear than other Mario Kart tracks. My favorite feature though is the drawbridge prior to the end of the course, which is lowered and raised throughout the entire race. Delfino Square is just an overall exciting and fast-paced circuit. I'll be very pleased to see this track return in the future. Number 4, Nintendo 64's Rainbow Road. Rainbow Road on the Nintendo 64 was one of my favourite tracks in Mario Kart 64. Despite this, I find N64's Rainbow Road in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe the superior version of the two. What's the reason, you may ask? Well, despite the obvious glow up in visuals, the track length in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's variant, for me, is perfect. It cut down the original's 3 long laps to now just a single lap divided into 3 sections. The highlight of this course for me is the atmosphere of this Rainbow Road. From the newly added flying train that travels around the course, to the character fireworks that go off in the distance, and of course the newly added gliding, dash panels and anti-gravity mechanics added to this course. It just makes this Rainbow Road unmatched and makes me want more Rainbow Roads in this game. Number 3, Calamari Desert in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Being a massive fan of Calamari Desert on the Nintendo 64 and an even bigger fan of Calamari Desert 2 in Mario Kart Tour, it was inevitable that I was going to absolutely love this track in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Despite my extremely high expectations, even I was blown away from the sheer amount of enjoyment I got out of this variant of Calamari Desert. Calamari Desert on the Nintendo 64 is a relatively simple track. Despite that, I truly believe it had one of the best gimmicks at the time, and that is waiting for the train to cross the track. Mario Kart Tour and now Mario Kart Deluxe takes that simplistic feature and expands upon it. Lap 1 has you racing on the track as per the original, but Lap 2 and 3 has you taking an alternative route, which originated in Mario Kart Tour. This version allowed me to fulfill my childhood imagination, and that is being able to actually race on the tracks and enter the infamous tunnel. Not only that, but it does it perfectly. If you thought waiting for the train was great back on the N64, this ups the ante, and this time you are now driving headfirst into the train, trying your best to of course avoid it. Aesthetically, this course is so beautiful and alive now. Plus, to top it all off, it has got an absolute belter of a soundtrack. Now this is how you remake a course. Number 2, Animal Crossing and Hyrule Circuit. Okay, I know what you're thinking. This is the top 10 and not a top 11. I understand that, but I just felt that I had to place these two particular courses in the same category, as it could be argued they're technically not Mario Kart tracks. Animal Crossing and Hyrule Circuit debuted in Mario Kart 8 as part of DLC. Both tracks have never been remade, unless of course you consider Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's version a remake. Truth be told, I really struggled placing these tracks in the number 2 spot, and not the number 1 spot. Ultimately, the deciding factor for second place was due to them being based on a different franchise. Let's go ahead and start with Animal Crossing, which is my favourite track of the two. Not only is this track visually spectacular, but I hope it gives inspiration to the Animal Crossing team. That is on how Animal Crossing could potentially look one day. I love how the coins here are based on Animal Crossing's currency, which are bells. I also love how the season changes every time this track is played, which slightly changes some areas of the course and its music. This track is downright adorable with the train running throughout the course, the notable buildings from the series, the characters cheering on the race from the sidelines, and heck, you can even consume fruit of your car for a boost. Moving over to Hyrule Circuit, as per its naming convention, Hyrule Circuit is based on the Legend of Zelda series. As a Zelda fan, this track is an absolute snack. Like seriously, we're driving through Hyrule frickin' Castle, collecting rupees as coins, and even getting to touch the Master Sword. This track just immerses you into the Zelda world, dodging Deku Barbas, keys, and hearing the several sound effects used from the Zelda series. There are so many hidden Zelda details in this course, and if that doesn't immerse you within the Zelda universe, the music certainly will. Number 1, Merry Mountain. Yep, you heard that correct. A Mario Kart Tour track as my number 1 spot on my list. Merry Mountain debuted in Mario Kart Tour as part of the 2020 Winter Tour. It will be available in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe these holidays, and is coming with significant enhancements to the course. From what I've analysed so far, these enhancements are only going to help cement its spot on top of my list. Merry Mountain is a Christmas winter wonderland. It takes place in a snowy village and has you racing through the Christmassy town, and eventually climbing to the top of the snowy mountain. The course is set at sunset, but it's completely lit up by Christmas lights, candles, and the full moon in the starry sky. This course is simply magical, and I literally mean that. It features a train decked out in holiday attire and flies around the entire course, which rides the course's railroad as well. With its enhanced graphics in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, our rides are in for a frosty treat. What's even more exciting is that it will feature anti-gravity in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and will be the first course to feature half pipes as well. And with that, that's my top 10 tracks in Mario Kart's history. Let me know down in the comment section below what your favourite top 10 Mario Kart tracks are. I would love to read through them all. Please remember that this video is based on my opinions and heavily impacted on my nostalgia. I also find it extremely hilarious that 4 tracks in my selection feature a train. Maybe I have some sort of train obsession, who really knows. Please remember to like the video if you did enjoy it, and subscribe for more Mario Kart related content.
Thank you!
We will also be doing another 2 giveaways when we hit 5,000 subscribers. I will be giving away 2 separate $30 eShop vouchers. It's my way of giving back to you all for supporting me. To be part of the giveaway, all you have to do is be subscribed to this channel. You also get a bonus entry as well if you follow me on Twitter and are in the Discord. All the links can be found in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching. Until next time, take care and goodbye.